So we need to configure the server to support cross-origin resource sharing. And the way we do that is to configure course, right? And this is a snippet of code that is going to allow me to do that. So I'm just going to copy it from here. This is kind of like my cheat sheets. So I'm going to grab that. And notice what I'm doing here. I'm turning on and allowing requests to come from 4200. Right, that's exactly where our Angular client is running, right? It's running at 4200. I'm saying, hey, if it comes from that port, let it through. Right? So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my server configuration. There it is. And somewhere here after the instantiation of the Express library here, I'm going to paste this in here. And basically what it's doing, I'm saying, hey, if the request comes from 4200, let it through. Allow that port, that client. I'm going to allow get, I'm going to allow post, put, delete options. I'm going to allow all these things to go through. And if they're using cookies, to log in and whatnot, I'm going to support cookies as well. Okay, so we have that. Let's restart the server. Let's restart, and let's try this again. Where's our Angular? I think this were our Angular. Let's refresh this, and let's try Alice again. Login. Okay, notice that it navigated to our profile now, right? Notice that what came back from the resource from our network, right? When we did the login, somewhere in here, it's a booster login. Is this the login? No, that's not the login. Somewhere here, there it is. Here's our Alice. See that? This is when it went out, localhost 44,000, Alice, and as a response, the server came back with a username and password, right? And so that worked. Excellent. So that it allows us to go in there now. But as I mentioned earlier, this is the wrong way to go about it, right? Usually, we would not want to pass username and password as part of the URL, right? There's a better option. What we typically do instead of using a get, instead we would use a post, right? And the username and password would be embedded in the body of the request, right? And then parsed out by the server from the JSON object, from the JSON body, and then the rest of the technique would be the same. So let's do that. Let's change our application to use the body instead.